Hey guys, how's it been? So I posted this on Facebook saying to initially to anyone that does cosplay, saying to any cosplayers out there, what was your favorite cosplay you did ever since you heard of cosplaying? Well, if you see right here, I have like 431 comments. So I am going to read everyone's comments. Yeah, there's a lot. Oopsies. oh, there's a lot. I'm not bragging about it. of course, of course, they are gonna post some pictures. So I'm gonna start with Stephanie White. She said, if I can get this, all right. She said, hands down, loop from the Adventure Zone, and I comment, that's like Dungeons and Dragons. That's actually I actually heard of that. I actually seen the YouTubers Team Four Star play that. So I asked if she heard of them or not, and initially I did not get a comment back. So that's pretty much it. Now I am doing Roxas Winchester. Almost sounds like 17 Winchesters from Supernatural. Roxas says, for me, it's a toss up between Virginia from OA, OUAT, my bad, and Hawk from My Hero Academia. So I wrote, so I wrote to him, hmm, once upon a once upon a time, which is like the television show, and also like I said for My Hero Academia, uh, I said, wow, that's pretty much amazing how he is doing that. He also said I was finally able to get my Hawks all together and tried on yesterday, which I thought he was gonna put, which I thought he was gonna send a picture. I guess he didn't, and I said, "Nice. Okay, so say if someone is thinking of doing cosplay and it's their first time, do you have any tips for them?" Well, that's what I said to him, and it's saying right here, go easy on yourself. If something doesn't work right the first few times, don't just give up. And if you need advice or help, don't be scared to ask someone. That is actually true. If you ask, they'll probably help you out. And I said, all right, thanks. He also said, oh, sorry about that. He also said, if you ever need tips for or help, I'm available. I don't sleep much either. I'm almost always available. I was, when I first read that, I was like, "Whoa, that's that's kind of uh, amazing." So after he said that, I said, "That's incredible. Thank you. Any new characters you're going to cosplay next, or are you thinking about to cosplay?" And he responds saying, "My my pattern making material arrived today, so I can finally finish up Mika from Seraph of the End and Star Guardian Ezreal. Almost sounds like the mythical religion goddess, something like that, from League of Legends. And eventually, I also comment saying amazing, and you're going to post them after you're done setting them up. Then he said, of course. Then he posted a little gif of him, and wow, you can see the rings moving and all that. That's actually cool. Getting something out. Oh, damn. I'm sorry about that, guys. People are posting, messaging me and all that. Well, that's cool, Roxas. And I also said, okay, have you ever been on any YouTube channel before or no? Then he said, no. I don't know how to get his reaction, but yeah. Then I said, what would you say if, what would, what would you say that I'm doing a content on my channel and I mentioned you? Well, naturally, that's what I'm doing right now. He said, that'll be awesome. So guess what? Guess what, Roxas? I am mentioning you, man. And eventually, I said, I'm guessing this is your first time, and he said, yep. That is that's pretty much a good conversation between me and Roxas. That's actually nice. So the next one, Charles Panetta. Sorry if I don't say your last name right. He said Pazu from Castle in the Sky, and I comment, ooh. I was gonna say more, but I don't think he's gonna mention coming back or something like that. So the next one is Joshua K. Rollswolf. That's it's a good last name. So I comment saying, "Wow." Oh, sorry, I have a allergy thing going on. So I also said just out of curiosity, how long have you done cosplaying? Then he said, since middle school, so about like 20 years. I am surprised. 20 years. That's amazing. All that. That's just wow. So, I can't comment. This is probably the same thing as the last one, saying, "That's amazing. Do you have any tips for first timers that would like to cosplay?" Then he mentioned saying, "Sky's the limit, but invest in a good theme reaper and take your time. Also, thrift stores are your best friends. You can modify any p- pieces of clothing or learn to make them from hand." That actually is a great tip. And of course, thrift stores are our friends and all that. If you need any help, cost helping with the cosplay and all that, I mentioned saying that is very great tip. Have you ever been asked to be videoed or be on YouTube? Same thing, like I said before with Roxas and all that. He said way back in 2007, 2008, I was at Anime Expo with my mom and little sister. My baby sister was cosplaying Sailor Mini Moon. And next year she cosplayed Maka from Soul Eater. Those characters are really amazing. Sailor Moon. I back in the day, like like oh my goodness, 1992. I was born, and I've been watching Sailor Moon. That's like crazy and all that. Soul Eater. I don't think I've seen it. I seen like a little bit of it. But it looked amazing. But it stopped the show and all that. I believe it was on Toonami. So, okay. I mentioned saying that's amazing. I was thinking about doing a content, like I said before, been doing cosplay on my YouTube channel. I was thinking mentioning everyone that comment on this post and reads everyone's comments. Sorry. He said, "Sweet, that's awesome, dude." Sorry, I can't help that. All right. So the next one, uh, Joe Hatfield. I'm guessing that is his last name. Hatfield. That. Oh my God. This picture looks really good. All right. So I said, who is this character, if you don't mind me asking? He said is Klingon, Green Lantern, and OC mashup. That's actually pretty nice. I guess one of my other friends comment, Damien Damien Gregory, I believe that's his last name. Uh, he said there is a Star Trek Green Lantern crossover comic. So I was like amazed, like, oh wow, that's gotta be really cool to go to and all that. then he, then Joe comment saying, I know if it, I know of it, but I have yet to read it. I do have the Green Lantern and Space Ghost crossover. All right, so I never wa- well, I actually did watch Green Lantern, the movie. I pretty much didn't. Well, I did like it. I just didn't get. Uh, crap. I don't know what I was gonna say. I guess I got lost into the. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, into the movie, but Space Ghost. Wow. I've been growing up watching that show. It's amazing. I love it. And I mentioned to Joe, wow, that's talented and also amazing. Yeah. So my next one, Mary Alvarado. She said it wasn't the best cosplay, but I did a gender swap version of the Riddler. Ooh. Here's a picture. Uh, got a little Batman and Robin. Yep. Gender swap. Riddler. All right. So let's see. So I said, oh well, nice. She mentioned, "Thank you. I'm hoping to improve." And I said, "Any new ones that you have in mind?" She said, a friend, and I are gonna cosplay as Pokemon. Pokemon is like my favorite shows and movie. I just finished the Sun and Moon Pokemon series. It was amazing. Uh, she also said Pokemon trainers, not like the Pokemon, but Pokemon trainers. When we are going to a Comic Con in June, how's now when I read that, uh, I thought that was gonna be cool and great. I said, "Nice. How long have you been cosplaying?" She said just recently started, so it was like her first time cosplaying and all that. Sorry. I also mentioned saying, "Nice. Do you have any tips for anyone that?" Like I said before, she said, "If you want to do it, do it." I said, "Okay, thanks for the tip. LOL. You have you been asked to be videoed once again on YouTube?" She said no. I said, "Would you like to though?" She said, "Once I get better at cosplaying and less camera shy." Well, well, man, I'm just reading her comments. She's probably gonna watch this video and all that. So I pretty much told her what I said I was gonna do. She said, "Oh, okay." And I said, "What would you like that? I'm gonna record this on my phone and all that, blah blah blah." And she said, "Yeah, that's fine." I said, "Okay." And man, she said, "I can't wait to see the video." Uh, I comment, "Do you want me to send you a link to my YouTube channel so you could watch other posts?" She said, "Yes, please." So I pretty much did that. I sent her the link, and she didn't comment back. So I'm guessing she did subscribe to me. That's amazing. Thank you, Mary. My other one, Joe Green. Now, I guess he read my post. He said my persona. I was like, persona. You got some different kinds of persona. Then he said green. I'm sorry, that's a long word. I do have some troubles with pronouncing my words. Anthropopic. I'm sorry. Uh, wolf. Kilted, of course. I was like, ooh, that's amazing. I was like, wow, that's like amazing right there. I didn't know he could do that. I said that, and that's your first cosplay as one of your persona. Uh, he said, not my first. Have also done Jedi, Wizard, and a few other before then. I was like, wow, that's amazing, man. I also mentioning saying, interesting set. It's like the same thing what I said before. He said, don't don't be me. Pick the characters you want to cosplay and just freaking do it. My number one roadblock has been trying to find a character I want to play using my size and shape as a primary criteria, which leave me with a very limited selection like Uncle Ara as smallest and Rancor, Monster, Godzilla, Java, or Tratro as more available options. I pretty much says, oh, all right, thanks for the tip. I said, like, are you professional at cosplaying? He said, no, but I so make medical apparatus, sorry, and all manner of DIY. If anyone didn't know, DIY means dirty yourself. Maker things, including PI and Arduino effects. Uh, as a He also mentioned another Facebooker. Booger. Oh, I'm sorry. Another Facebooker. Uh, Michelle Cosplay is a pro cosplayer in indie. Uh, I've also done a few minor SF movie original props. I was like, right eye open, like, oh my god. that's that's pretty cool and all that amazing. So I pretty much said, that's amazing. Okay, said if you have their YouTube channels. He said only one, but their show never happened. I was like, aw. He also said, I've been on Geek Public Radio once back in 2017 at Gen Con. I believe it was. It was. But that was for running the Starship Bridge Sims. Oh, wow. That's like pretty much amazing right there. That's pretty cool. So, pretty much, this one's what I comment back. Huh, interesting. The reason why, well, I just said it before. I'm not gonna say it again. So he said, sure. So my next one is gotta be Chris Scott Zabriskie. He said ramen Tortwick from Ruby. I'm guessing that's how you say it. And he sent a picture. Oh, but that is actually really cool. That is a really good cosplay right there. I So I mentioned, wow, that is amazing. I forgot to mention these questions. It's the same questions like I said before. He said, sure. I'm not gonna read the questions again. So he's been doing the cosplay for 4 years. I said 4 years. That's amazing. Uh, like I said before with the tips, you said not really. Not really. I'm not a pro. LOL. If you're trying it to piece together, try and hit a thrift store. Might stumble upon what you need. I mentioned, was any has anyone asked if, well, eventually he didn't comment back and all that. Uh, at, so my next one is Abby make laughing. She commented, "I cosplay, from the future diary." I I said that's amazing. That's interesting and amazing. I forgot to mention these questions. I was wondering if you would answer them, and make sure she didn't come back. I'm sorry about that, guys. Some people are rude in this house. All right. So the other one, Legend of the Daniel Yoshino, said Legend of Zelda. I said, wow. He also said, but I also did Invader Zim. Here's a picture. Oops. Get that out of here. That's actually really nice. Invader Zim. I said, oh, wow. With that emoji. He said, I tried to make it exact like him. That was that was a SAC Comic Con, which Sacramento is not that. It's not that far from where Modesto is. I'm not really sure how long the drive. I said, wow, it actually looks nice. Same thing with the tips, blah blah blah. He said, just think of who you want to go to go as get the exact minerals needed for that cosplay. I used a cardboard box to make the face, and my mom did the dress. I painted the box. I also mentioned that's awesome. Same thing with the question with if he has been videoed or been on YouTube. He said no. I said, would you like to? He said sure. So yeah, there you go, Daniel Yoshino. So Jason Manning, he said never heard of cosplaying. I pretty much said you never dressed up in different characters from any shows. He said, oh, that, never have. And I said, oh, okay, I was gonna do, well, like I said before, content, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Now, the next one, Anthony Pineda Leon. Oh, so I said, oh, amazing. And he said, yep. I said, okay, say someone is thinking of cosplaying for the first time, blah, blah, blah. You have any tips for them? Uh, he didn't comment back, but he did send a picture. That's actually pretty cool. The Power Rangers are really nice. It's been like years since I watched them. So the next one is Sean Smith. He said, I haven't even took him out and yet, but Gabriel is one of my favorite so far because it it's the first time I've really styled a wig, and it come come out not so bad. So I said to Sean, nice, and the character of the cosplay looked great. Get Gabriel a character from what show, if you don't mind me asking, which I pretty got a hint. Supernatural. Oh, I love Supernatural. He's a picture of reference, and yep, it's a picture of Gabe. I'm. I said I'm actually shocked right now. Oh well. Same thing with the tips. He comment like a paragraph, and that's pretty much interesting. He said, "Really, I've been barely skating by myself, but I'm more than willing to help with what I do know. I do a lot of cheap and cosplay. Honestly, I did this whole cosplay for barely anything. I will let you thrift store. I will tell you, thrift stores are your best friends. Like before, if you can learn to style a wig, do do it. You can find some good ones cheap. It's just searching. I really am proud of this one. It's come out so much better than I thought it would. I was like, no, what I said, nice tip. Same thing with the video on YouTube. He said, no, I haven't. I don't get to show them off at cons a lot as I work most of the time. I'm at the comic con. I'm at the con. I said, "Oh, well, I was gotta post this." I'm sorry, it's a stamp energy. But like I said, he said like I said before with the YouTube, I'm gonna post this my post on Facebook, mention everyone's name and read the comments. He said, "Okay, please do. I have a cosplay Instagram. If you want to put it there." I said, "Actually, I was gonna post it on YouTube and share it on Facebook." And he said, "Okay." Well, that's a great conversation with Sean. Now my next one is Grace Nicosa. I think I said her name right. She said Mike Glacian made a lot of photographers remember me from other conversations, but honestly, my Vaporeon tattoo made me make a lot of friends. I was like, "Wow, do you have some pictures? If you don't mind me asking." She said, "Well, she did post her Glaceon. It looks nice, all that, and she also sent her tattoo. It looked amazing." Oh crap! I'm sorry. I haven't been sleeping. I said, no. I said, Q. Do you have any tips for anyone that like to cosplay for the first time? She said, yeah, it doesn't matter how old the anime or game. If it's closest hand sewn and bought cosplay, the point is you love the character, so you have fun. If you make it and take make it take the pride in it. And I said, thanks for the tip. And I said, how long have you been cosplaying? She said she actually stopped a year ago. I was like, I was like, I wonder why. And she said, I said, okay. Have you ever been asked to be on YouTube or video or whatever? Eventually, she did not comment back. So my next one is gonna be Tony Stevens. He said, my Fallout dead shot. I said, what character from Fallout is, if you don't mind me asking? He said, Vault Boy and Dweller. I was like, oh, like crossover mix cosplay. Oh, well. He said, right, mixing up Suicide Squad with the Fallout. Haha. And that I was like, I said, that's amazing. Do you have any tips for anyone that like to cosplay for their first time? He didn't comment back, which I actually don't mind. So the next one is Philip Ward. He said, my dystopian Joker. I comment saying, do you have any pictures of your dystopian Joker? Which he did send a picture. I was like, well, this is the picture right here. I was like, oh my goodness, that looks amazing. Yeah, he said, I'm planning on redoing his next con I can get to after the lockdown is over. This lockdown has been crazy, man, guys. With the virus and all that, it's just out of control, all that. So I said, well, amazing. Do you have any tips? He said, find a character you enjoy. Don't worry about looking exactly what something. Make sure you look like yours. Same thing with a if he has been on YouTube or been videoed. He said no. I said, would you like to be? He said, sure, why not? So here we are, Philip Ward. So my next one, Cindy Evett Shith. I think I said her last name right. She said, love my tonks. I was like, I thought of something else. So, when she said my tonks, I was like, it's someone turning inside my head. I didn't want to mention. And I said, can you explain to me what your tonks? And she sent a little gif of some kind of wizardy thing, but it's from Harry Potter. Uh, Yeah, she. I said, "Oh, okay. So she's was your first cosplay?" She said, "No, that's my favorite." I said, "Oh, nice. How long have you?" So I said, "Oh, nice. How long have you been cosplaying?" She said, "Almost like 5 years." Eh, that's actually a long time for 5 years. Uh, I said, "That's cool. Have you ever been videoed or been on YouTube?" She said, "Yes, I am talking with the host of Comic Collector's Guide currently." I said, nice. I'm actually trying to do a new content for my YouTube channel. And like I said before, she said, oh, cool. When were you thinking? When were you thinking? I am currently dressing in cosplay on Sundays for my live reading of Harry Potter. I was like, I said actually the content of the video will be this post. I'm gonna read everyone's comments and mentioning their names. So yeah, he said, "Oh, gotcha." Well, yeah. Well, that's pretty much of Cindy. Uh, Shelly, I believe that's her name. She said, "Nita, I love her. I love her. She is amazing and strong." I pretty much said, nice. Can you tell me? I said, can you tell about Hina? Well, mentioned she didn't comment back. So my next one is Madara Uchiha. Woo! Sorry. I said that is cool. Okay, so wait. He said no. He said MK Sub Zero. That now I said that is cool. So MK is initial, but could you tell me who whose initial that is? He said Mortal Kombat. I was like, wow, I'm actually dumb. I said, all right, okay, so a question said like, you're this person that wants to start cosplaying, and it's his or her first time. Do you have any tips? He said, "All right, tips is best character. That person is his, and find more motivate motivated yourself." And I comment how often have you been cosplaying? Well, maybe he didn't comment back. Uh, I was like, all right. So then, so I started waiting, and the next person comments saying all of them. Well, TJ Creighton said all of them. So I said, so I said you. So I said, can't think of any first cosplay. He said, I think he's meant to put something else, but he put LTR. Uh, I think he meant to say last two towers, Britain theaters opening night. I was a elf ranger. Ooh, elf ranger. So I said, ooh, interesting. And same thing with the tips for the first times I would like to start cosplaying. He actually comment saying cosplay is finding something, a character that resonates with you, and just dress up. Remember, because costuming is just like rocking regular clothes, as long as you're comfortable with what what you wear. Rock it. Just remember, some people. I meant to say some people can't afford afford true religion, and others can't. Just have fun and enjoy the community, and make some friends. That is a really good tip. I said that's actually touching. So how long have you been cosplaying? Yeah, man, he's a strategy. And he said officially and process Pop Sicily 2012. So I said, so like 8 years. He said, like, okay, so I asked same question before with the others. Have you been on any YouTube channel before now? He's like videos. Yeah. He said, yes, a few. My wife keep more track of it. YouTube, Creighton Family Cosplay. At a few should pop up. So I pretty much told him what I was gonna do, and he didn't comment. He, I'm guessing he'll probably watch the video as well. Maggie Bowen, she she said Rainbow Quartz from Steven Universe. I said, ooh, what is your thought of Steven Universe final? She did not comment back. I was just waiting for her to comment, but she didn't. So I've been waiting for others to comment. Now we are on Ashley Kayla. She said, I love Petey Piranha, my new. And she sent a picture of her cosplays. This one. And this one. And also she said my Sailor Snow wasn't bad either. And this is her Sailor Snow White. Snow White Moon. And I said, ooh, interesting. I said, interesting. It's like a crossover mixed cosplay. Not nice. She didn't comment back. So my other one, Noel Seraphin. He said, my favorite so far has to be Winter Soldier and my Kakashi Sensei. And here's a picture he sent. Look really great. I said, oh, nice. I also said, do you have any tips for anyone that would like to start cosplaying for their first time? He said, dude, as long as have fun with it. Who are you planning to cosplay? I wasn't gonna. I was just asking if he had any tips, like with other ones before. Uh, he said, just a few. Now, I asked if he has been videoed or be on YouTube. He said, a few times. Oh well, how about your how about your safe bud self? Ha. So I comment saying, "Oh, I actually have my own YouTube channel, and I was gonna post this post on my channel, blah blah blah, and all that." Oh, I'm sorry. He said, "That's pretty dope, bro. What's it called so I can go check it out?" So, what are you trying to cosplay in the future, bro? I said, "Well, I'm gonna read everyone's put and mention their names. I'm not sure yet, but I'll have to see what I'm gonna cosplay." I guess he read through my mind, means. Okay, so my next one is Lynn Hunsaker. She said toss up between Blue Ranger and Kratos. I said, ooh, nice. So those two are your favorite cosplay? She said my first cosplay ever was Batman, but then I started making my cosplays and they start getting better. I said, "Oh, cool." Same thing with the tips. If she has any for the first timers that would like to cosplay. Lynn said, pretty much figure out what is best for you when it comes to art and craft. I'm sorry, when you have the money, buy some supplies like craft foam and all that, and then you'll be surprised what you can figure out just by playing around. That's how I did it, and I can't sew to save my own life. And I said, "Oh, I asked if she has been on videoed or been on YouTube. She said, "Yeah, I've been asked many times, and also have my YouTube channel." And I said, "Nice." Same thing with the content. Like I'm doing right now. She said, "Awesome." I said, "Thanks." So that's from Lynn Hunsaker. My next one is Veronica Kazmarozak. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your last name right, Veronica. She said Sailor Moon. I said, which character from Sailor Moon, or was it the main character of Sailor Moon? She said main character. I was like, oh, and how long have you been cosplaying? She said only a year, which that's not that bad. Same thing I said before. Have you been asked if you would like to be videoed or be on YouTube? She said, "Not, no one has." So pretty much, I said what I said. She about me posting this post on YouTube. She said, Sounds nice. Uh, Marhita Linder Lindman said Bombshell Harley or Nana Shimura from My Hero Academia. So I comment back saying, "Nice. Who was your best favorite one from Bombshell Harley or Nana Shimura?" Uh, Marhia didn't comment back. I thought Marhina will, but I was been waiting. So I've been waiting for another person to comment, and this one is Christian Belt. She said either Anna from Frozen or Merida from Brave. So I said, that's interesting. Which one is your favorite from these two? She said, I think Anna. So I comment saying, how long have you been cosplaying, if you don't mind me asking? Uh, Christian didn't comment back. As you see, I thought she was, but it doesn't look like it. So my next one is Tamarka Howard. She said mine was Vincent Brooks. I said, Vincent Brooks, what show was Vincent Brooks on? He, well, Tamara Howard said he's from game called Catherine and Catherine's Full Body. Oh, excuse me. I said, oh, my bad. So Vincent Brooks is from that game. That's interesting. Didn't come. He or she didn't come back. Yeah. So been waiting and no comments. The next one is Skylar Nermitz. Skylar said I did Fat Thor last year at Colossicon. It was basic, a shirt, roll, and sweats, but I had a prop made for me for Stormbreaker, and it was just the best thing ever. Best weekend of my life, probably. So I said, ooh. I said, wow. So which one is your favorite of all time of these two? Well, eventually, Skyler didn't come back. I've been actually waiting for Skyler's comment, but she hasn't. So my next one is Kelly Erickson. Kelly said, Katie from Firefly Serenity. I still call everything shiny. Shiny. Yeah, so oh, I said, oh, also, LOL. Okay, so this character was your first cosplayer. How long have you been how long have you done cosplaying? Kelly said, I've been doing cosplay since before that's what it was called. I was just called the strange girl who always dresses funny. So I pretty much ask, you have any tips for the first time whoever wants to cosplay. She said relax and have fun with it. It doesn't need to be perfect with every detail exact. Start with something you can make with the skills you have. Once you get into it, you'll meet people you can learn new te- techniques from. Most cosplayers are eager to show off how they made something, which that is a great tip. I would like to thank Kelly for that. I also said, have you been asked to be videoed or be on YouTube? She said no. I said, would you like to though? She said, not now. I've put too much weight since injuries put me in a wheelchair. And then may, then I said, may I ask what happened? She didn't comment back. Uh, I'm guessing this was yesterday, probably last night. I guess she fell asleep. So my next one is Sean DePost. I'm sorry, I couldn't pronounce your last name. Sean said my favorite was my first cosplay, which was a mixture of Batman Begins, Scarecrow, and Arkham's Asylum. I was I was shocked to see that. I said, "Oh well, that's interesting. How long have you done cosplaying?" He said about like 4 or 5 years. That I said, well, I didn't say anything that much. Uh, I I was like thinking like 4 or 5 years. That's like been like quite a long time. Uh, like okay, so I asked if he has been videoed or been on YouTube. He said nope. I said, would you like to? He said, sure. How would I go about doing it? So I pretty much mentioned I was going to read everyone's comments mentioning their names. So, yeah. He also sent a picture of him as Zoidberg. Yeah. That is actually a nice Zoidberg, to be honest. He's He said, if you need pictures, I have a few on hand. This was me on a cruise as Zoidberg. Ah. I said, that looks amazing. He said, thank you. I won the contest on the cruise that year. I was like, damn. So, yeah. So, my next one has got to be Carrie Webb Patino. She said I was dressing up in Star Trek uniform since before any of you were born. So I told her, how long have you been cosplaying? Uh, well, she, oh my goodness. Much better. uh, she sent out like a paragraph saying, "Well, I haven't actually been to a cosplay conversation, but I want to. I did dress up in Star Trek outfits, and I started a Star Trek fan club at my high school. We love Halloween costumes. Alf we have outfits to wear to the Dickens Fair, and different outfits we wear the residence fairs and fantasy fairs. We've been doing rent fairs at least 29 years. If you've never been to one, you absolutely must go on the one at Casa di Fruta. I've seen wonderful things there. I was so I said to her, I actually been at Comic Con twice. One with my sister and two of my nephews. The other one is in downtown Modesto. That's how many I've been to. It's quite amazing as well. Oh, man, I am tired. I'm sorry. Too much apologies. So I said, have you been asked to be videoed or be on YouTube? She didn't comment back. I was like, eh. I was like waiting for another comment, but yeah. Uh, Kara Henry said, "My maid coconut cosplay. I really felt for once that I look like the character a bit. I love how poofy her dress is, and this is her coconut maid outfit cosplay." Oh, well. So I said, "How long have you been cosplaying?" She said, like 3 years, coming up to 4. I said, "Ooh, nice." So I asked if she has been videoed or be on YouTube. She said, "Sadly, no." I said, what would you say if I'm gonna?" Well, like I said, she didn't comment back. I was hoping she'll respond, but she hasn't. So the next one is Lauren Frank. She said Lady Death from Deadpool video game. I was then I said, "Ooh, interesting. How long have you been cosplaying?" She said about like 10 years. That's like not that bad from the other people that comment. And maybe should I ask her if she has any tips for anyone that would like to start cosplaying for the first time? She said just have fun with whatever you're cosplaying. I said, I, I said okay, and has she and see if I ask her if she she been she been asked if she could been be videoed or on YouTube. She said, "I've never been asked for cosplay, but I'm a few really bad horror shorts." So I said, "Well, I'm actually gonna post this post on YouTube, and I was gonna mention everyone's names and these are comments." And Lauren says, "Go for it." So yeah, I'm actually doing it. Now, this one, Angela Crystal Air- Earhart said, I love doing all the cosplays outfits. Cap- Captain Marvel was my favorite though. And this is mentally her collabs of her cosplays. It looks pretty nice. So I said, nice. How long have you been cosplaying? She said, only a year. I said, ooh. And if she ever been videoed or been on YouTube, she said no. So I said, would you like to? She said, sure, I'd love to do that. So yeah. So my other one is Bob Green. He said, he said, I cosplay as Hulk in the per, per, oh, I am sorry. Whoa. Pre- Presence of Lou Ferrigno. Of course, I've stopped lifting ever since. And he sent a picture. That that looks amazing. So I said, "Wow, have you ever continued cosplaying still or no?" He said, Mostly my cosplay lately is limited to drag shows, but I still like it. He also sent a picture. Uh, so yeah, that's probably him. I said, "Oh wow, do you have any tips for you know what?" He said, "Honestly, don't stress about it. You're doing this for you, not anyone else. It's going to take time to develop skill. So just take your time. And if you can't work with pre-made items that can be altered, that's that's going to save you a lot of heartache. Also, you can deconstruct a non-sketchy shirt to make a pattern that you know will fit you pants. Not so much. You'll need to probably make a per minute pattern out of the muslin for pants. Otherwise, get a dress from appropriate to your size. If you plan on crossplay, get get one in both genders as props or armor. I am not your guy. I've I don't have enough experience with EVA ever from to speak to it as an expert. So I said there are some great tips. There These are some great tips. Have you ever been videoed or YouTube? He said, "Oh no, I'm not anywhere near professional. My work hat my work is weak sauce compared to many others." So I said, it's okay if you're not that professional at cosplaying. I was actually thinking about, well, like I said before. So he said, I don't mind at all. Just with the proviso that I have limited experience, and what I do is fabric and makeup, not props and partitions. So I said, that's really cool and amazing. He said, thank you. And I pretty much said, you're quite welcome. And that was a great conversation with Bob Green. And the next one is Hansi Oppenheimer. She said, the tick. Oh, excuse me. Here's her as the tick. I said, wow, amazing. How long have you been cosplaying? For the last 2 years, I just used to document other cosplayers, but after I produced a small con, I decided to try it myself and have been enjoying it. She said, so I said, nice, you used to document others, said like on YouTube. She sent 2 links. I said, also under area as well on my YouTube channel. But not documenting. I pretty much post random stuff. Yeah. I post random stuff on YouTube. She said, what's your channel? So I said, do you want me to send you the link to my channel? She said, sure. So pretty much I sent her the link to my channel. That's pretty much it. I'm guessing she subscribed. So my next one will be Seaka Nadaba. Oh my goodness. Much better. Okay, she said, Haruka from Fully Cooley. It was my foray into sewing, using cupboard, and just crafting in general, and dressing like females. I said, that's quite amazing. How long have you been cosplaying? She said, 10 years. I said, wow, amazing. Have you been videoed on YouTube? She said, yes, but it's an old video from 2014 and features as person I don't like anymore in a cosplay. I've since retired. And I said, oh, what's the reason why the reason why? I asked because I'm doing yeah. She said, oh, got it. And that's pretty much it with this conversation with Seaka Nadaba. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right. So the other one is Harmony Babakak. Love the last name. It's pretty much funny. She said steampunk Sailor Jupiter, and there's a video right there she just did. I said, nice, how long have you been cosplaying? She said, you include the medieval re-enchantments, 21 years. If you include just anime, it would be 12 years. So I said, "How about both?" She said, 21 years. So I pretty much asked her if she has any tips. She said, "Goodwill is your best friend. If you if you buy pre-made cosplay and read the reviews and negativity reports, and make sure you don't buy part party wigs. There are differences. Need an example of a good wig? Look for one with these types of caps." So she pretty much sent me a picture of the wig with the capping and all that. I said, "All right, thank you for that tip. Have you ever been videoed or been on YouTube?" She said, "I do my own YouTube videos. Never been shown or on anyone else's." So I pretty much told her I have my own channel. Told her what I'm gonna do. And she said, "Okay." She sent me her link to her channel. She said, "Here's mine." So I pretty much did the same thing as well. She said, "Got you," to which pretty much mean she's just, oh my god. She subscribed because I pretty much looked. She said, "Thanks." No, I said thanks, and she said, "No, NP, no problem." So my next one is Ali Galos Galo Galo Glowacki. She said, "My best goddess Aqua." So that's pretty her cosplay as Aqua. So I asked how long has she been doing it. She said since 2013, about like 7 years. I said, "That's amazing. How have you been asked to be on a video or be on YouTube?" She said, I've been in a couple Colossicon official music videos, but that's it, haha." And I said, "That's awesome. The reason why ask why I ask, why I ask, I'm going to post a video on my YouTube channel, plus the video is this post. She said, that's gonna be so cute. I'm excited to see it." I said, "Just ask 2 questions. Do you have any tips for anyone that would like to cosplay for the first time?" She didn't comment back. So the other one, Samantha Kablak, Beck. She said, "The TARDIS." I was like, interesting. How long have you been cosplaying? She said maybe 5 years. I said, "Ooh, have you been asked to be on video?" I said, "Have you been asked to if you've been videoed or YouTube?" She said, "No, just have photos been taken at the con." Same thing I said before, that I'm gonna post this on YouTube and probably share it on Facebook so everyone can see it. She said, "Oh, that's cool." So the other one is Andrew Helleborn. He said, "I'm sorry." Okay, he said, "I do a Halloween costume every year. That's the closest I get to cosplay, but I really try to go all out with it. I've gone as attending Spider-Man, Ice King, the Doctor, not any specific one, just whatever I had that looked like it would belong, plus a bunch of square parts in my pockets. Jimmy T and every pirate joke, I really don't know which was my favorite. And there have been more, but I got a lot of good reactions out of Italian Spider-Man. I said, "Wow, that's amazing cosplays." So, so I asked how long he has been cosplaying. So he sent another paragraph saying, "I mean, again, I do this for Halloween. Occasionally, I miss a year, but I've been pretty consistent since before high school. I frank I frankly do a crappy job, and I don't have any pictures at the moment. I don't really think of it as cosplay. I certainly not in the same way. Hey, that's what place. Same, same the real cosplayers would. I don't make my own clothes, but I do find the stuff and put it on and put it all together. I'm more prone to the budget cosplays, like the guy who used a mop for a wig. The way I see it is more the more it's like a real thing. Like I'm actually the person doing it, the better it's just gonna be. I don't want a bunch of fragile stuff, and that kind of puts me in a low budget. Just use what I've got Gary, or the getting it professionally made category, and I can't afford the latter. I think it comes out well generally. I'll see if I can find some pictures. So I said, "That's cool." I was gonna ask, ask for, ask you, ask you have any tips for anyone that wants to be a first time cosplayer, but it looks like you already answered that. So he said, "Yeah, well, my style isn't great. If you want to get into capital C cosplaying, but if you just want to have some fun with it and try it out, it's great. I had a lot of fun making the that Ice King crown, and my sister croquetted me a beard, hair, and ball cap, all in one. Of course, getting the darn thing to stay was quite another challenge. I subscribed to the subreddit r Private Jokes to get inspiration for the pirate costume. I had a steering wheel driven me nuts, a bounty on me head, ear- earnings that cost me a buck an ear, a CD eye patch from from me days as a software pirate and other similar stuff, I think the next year I'm gonna have to go as an 80s hacker. I've I've got my laptop from 1992 that'll fit right in, and a pocket full of floppy disks. Just need the shutter glasses and thick the pink jacket. Maybe I'm thinking 90s. So that's what he said. I said, "Wow, that's cool and amazing." And at the same time, so I pretty much asked if he has been videoed or been on YouTube. So he said, "No, I don't really go on the places where people would. I don't really do a publicity. I wouldn't mind doing that. It's it's just not been on my radar." So I said, "Okay, well, I was thinking about posting same thing before." He said, "I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Uh, Pretty cool. I'm no professional. I do, I do not rank myself among real cosplayers. I just do it for fun and just sometimes. Still, it's one thing to make a picture perfect replica of a costume, and quite another to capture the essence in a way that seems entirely casual, and that that that's what I try to do sometimes more successfully than others. Like, I don't want to have a costume I have to have clothes I t- wear any day that when put together in this combinations became costume. So I said, all right, and that's not bad at all. So I picked him up. Wow, that's a great conversation between me and Andrew Hilleborn. That's a lot of paragraph. All right, so my next one is Rainy Inksnell Hall. She said it's a type between Guts from Berserk and Dio from JoJo Bizarre Adventure. I absolutely love the process of making Guts and can't wait to remake it to see my own growth. Dio is just a fun time. And she sent a picture of her as Guts right here. Looks nice. And Dio, wow. That's amazing. So I said, nice, how long have you been cosplaying? She said, I've been cosplaying for about like 7 years. So I'm guessing she doesn't know about what how long she has been doing. But she said 7 years. I said that's a long time. Do you have any tips for anyone that wants to be a cosplayer for the first time? She said, have fun with it. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't do it for fame or whatever. Do it because it's fun and a good way to creatively express yourself. I said, okay, have you been asked to be on video or on YouTube? She said, yes, she said, yes, I've done podcast on YouTube. And I was on her local news. I said amazing. I was thinking about posting something on YouTube. Yeah, pretty much what I said before. She said that would be cool. What's the video on? If you have any more questions, I would love to answer them. She said, well, I said, I can't talk at all. Been like, I don't know how long it is now. So I said, not sure yet, but I'll probably think of some just like this post. So that's pretty much it with Rainy. So my next one is Joel L. Woods. He said Doomfist from Overwatch. So I said, ooh, nice. How long have you been cosplaying? He pretty much didn't mention anything at all. So yeah. So I've been waiting and all that. Another person comment saying, well, he mentioned someone else. Marty Wheeler said Mike Peterson thought you would like to be on this one. Mike said, I am. Yes, I am. Feel free to examine my gallery. So I pretty much asked how long he had been cosplaying, and if you don't mind me asking, he said off and on 13 years. I said 13 years. That's amazing. I asked if he has any tips. He didn't comment back. So the next one is Dandra Laser. She said, I'm a huge fan of Silent Bob cosplay. I turn to it often. My classic Nancy is iconic, but I think New Nightmare Heather might be my favorite. So I comment saying, "Ooh, that's amazing." And how long have you been cosplaying? She said for 12 years. So I said 12 years. That's not bad at all. So I pretty much asked if she has any tips for anyone that would like to cosplay for the first time. She said, sure, I think it's important to remember first and foremost that this is fun and an act of love. So don't feel too pressured. Enjoy the ride. First, after picking a potential or few potential options, think about what's possible. You can find the prices. Can you make them? Do you want to hire someone? Map out what it will take to get there. Also, I think about taking up a new skill. Right now, I'm working on setting. Oh, excuse me. Skill on sewing. Don't be afraid to get crafty. So I said, that's a great and nice tip. I also asked if she has been videoed or been on YouTube. She said, how do you mean? I've gotten character-based roles because of the cosplays. I'm actually working on one right now. And I said, the question, the question I asked was, have you been on YouTube with your cosplays? Oh man, oh my god, I am tired. She said she pretty much didn't say anything at all from the question I asked. So my next one will be Don Bishop. He said the toss Star Trek Makutu monster and toss Star Trek Klingon. He sent couple pictures. The Furious Mokito. There's that one. And pretty much this one right here. And this is the Star Trek one. Oh wow. He said to this one, kill Commander Kilgoth of the Kingdom Empire. I thought something else to the else. I pretty much comment saying, I was gonna say that looks like the opposite of George Lopez. Oh well, but that looks great. So my next one is one of my friends from the job I work at, Vocational Coaching Development Institute, short for VCDI, Logan McGlade. He said, I've done cosplay, but if did one, would he from main character in Van Helsing or either Blade? He also said, my first time, I would have to say put in time to either make costume or pay money to get costume, but look out for scammer. So I pretty much asked, have you been asked to be videoed or be on YouTube? He said, nope, I've been on Modesto Be Paper. I was like, oh wow. So he said, so I mentioned Modesto Be Paper. Could you tell me how did you get on to be on the Modesto Be Paper? He said, I was dressed to impress for Thursday VCDI, like I said before, initials for Vocational Coaching Development Institute. And a person took a picture of me and another also dressed to impress that day. It was rainy that day. So I comment saying, okay, that's interesting to know. Also, we've been to VCDI together. Well, thank you for answering my questions. And he pretty much said, you're welcome, man. That was actually a great conversation. Now, Rachel Hinsey, the Snapchat. No, she screenshot. I'm guessing her Instagram post This one saying Fire Emblem Leukemia Cosplay. And another one, uh, Maggie Magiga Magic Death Cosplay. These are actually really good. Okay, so I asked how long she's been doing cosplay. She said she started 2010. So I pretty much comment saying 10 years ago. Wow. I also asked if she has any tips for anyone that would like to start for the first time for cosplaying. She said, "Are you buying a cosplay or making yourself?" So I pretty much explained to her what I was doing and all that. She didn't comment back. Yeah. So my next one is Skylar Nemitz. Skylar said, "If you don't know, I'm Thor Boski." And this is the picture she sent. Nice. I said, "How long have you been cosplaying?" She said, 3 years. So I pretty much said 3 years, that's not bad. Even ask if she has any tips for people that would like to start cosplaying for the first time. Skyler said, "Do what you like. I suppose don't worry about opinions on imperfections. Have fun with it." I pretty much I said, "All right, thank you for the tip." Pretty much I asked if she has if Skylar has been a video or been on YouTube. She said, "Not that I'm aware of." I pretty much asked her if would you like to, which means we are doing that right now. Okay. So Barbara Clock. Barbara comment. Well, posted a video, not video, a picture right here. Barbara said, "This is my Elfcrest cosplay of Joy Leaf." I was like, "Ooh, how long have you been cosplaying?" Uh, some issues these are just right now. She she said, "I've been cosplaying for about 5 years now. Even though Joy Leaf was my first, I do many other characters too. This is my elf self." That's actually really nice. Cosplay. Steampunk by far my favorite cosplay. These are some nice steampunk cosplays right here. Alright. Now we have like two left. Jeremy Francis Mako Cross. He said probably the 7-headed Hydra I did. So I comment saying, "Oh wow, that's amazing. How long have you been cosplaying?" No, I said, how did you do this cosplay? How long did you do this cosplay?" Can't talk at all. What's up with me? Don't answer that. he commented saying it took me a year to make it. I was like amazed. Uh, I was like, wow, that's amazing. How long have you been cosplaying? He said he about like 8 years, but I've been always costumes, like costumes. I was like, oh wow. And I also asked if you have any tips for anyone that would like to start cosplaying for the first time. Uh, he said having fun is the most important thing. And I said that is true. And I even asked him if he has been a video or been on YouTube. He said yes many times. So I pretty much asked what videos have you been on or YouTube channel. I got no comment back on that one. And this is the last one. Lauren Scottville. She said I haven't done too many cosplay yet, but this year was my first Harley from Arkham Asylum. Oh, this guy right here. And that was actually nice, Harley Quinn. I said, wow, amazing. And and that's a well, amazing and that's a Harley Quinn. I'm actually a huge fan of Harley Quinn. Uh, so I'm guessing this was your first cosplay. If you guys are want to know, Harley Quinn is my favorite. I actually have her. I don't know if you see that. Yeah, I'm obsessed with Harley Quinn. She also said thanks, haha. Yeah, definitely my first. It was actually for Halloween, but definitely inspired from being a fan. I say you're welcome and true. I was gonna ask you if you have any tips on cosplaying for cosplaying, but this was your first, right? She said, yeah, it was. So I don't have any tips really, but I really want to do Black Canary next or Gamora. I said, okay, that would be cool and nice. Have you been? So I pretty much asked if she has been on been videoed or been on YouTube. So this is now. She said, nope, not cosplay anyway. But I've been in some short films and help make them. Well, this that's all of the comments. People, well, pretty much people that has been comment on this post, and those comments are really good. If anyone is first time, try these tips will probably help you. So yeah. And I am gonna sign out right now. So you guys have a great time, have a blessed day, and late.